morning, Miss PERRI. How are you feeling today?
I would say just peachy, but still feeling sore from yesterday. And not just because I've been on a plane for more than 24 hours.
I apologize for the discomfort. The physical trauma from the accident is quite substantial. At this rate, it's a miracle you're recovering your ability to walk. However, for the first few weeks, this progress will be very unpleasant.
I know. I'm aware. Don't let me stop you.
Very well then. Shall we begin?
A wise man once said, "A 1,000-mile journey begins with a single step." It's a quote often used to encourage people to accomplish their goals and not get sidetracked by obstacles along the way.
Sorry. Please just hang in there. If you need a rest, please tell me.
No, keep going. I can handle it.
Okay. I'll do my best to be gentle.
My journey may not feel like I'm walking 1,000 miles, but my mind can definitely picture 1,000 other things I'd rather be doing than going through this physical therapy. How's it looking, Doc? What's the progress?
I definitely see and feel improvement. Your movement range in your legs has been improving in the past month and a half. However, I don't want you trying to play hero the moment you leave my care, you hear me?
If this assignment is anything like the previous ones, my comrades will be the ones playing hero, not me. And besides, I'd rather you not be pissed off at me for being defiant.
You certainly are a tier more compliant than my other patients. Trust me, Doctor. You don't need to worry my ass.
In all seriousness, I have to hand it to Max. He can be so obnoxious, thinking he's some sort of Hispanic James Bond. But I will admit this. He really surprised me when he reached out and put his trust in my skills. Thanks for today, Doc. See you in a few days.
Well, looks like it was the right call to send you to Dr. Kaplan. Would you like a hand, milady?
Not on your life, CABRERA. Still aching, but I can make it to my room.
Oh, why act so cold? I swear I'm honest and professional on the job.
Debatable on both fronts. I think Gabriel has you beat there. You can't deny that.
All right, I yield. Speaking of Gabe.
Max, Sonia.
Long time no see, buddy. Have your accommodations been to your liking?
Surprisingly, yes. The room has about everything provided. And although I could have done without the complimentary champagne and strawberries, though.
Damn. And here I thought everybody appreciated that. Well, I could take them off your hands then.
I say keep him and rob this man of his favorite treat.
Tempting.
Hey!
But I think I'll give them a shot this time around. You know, for an old friend.
Well, you could have said that first. Anyways, we'll soon be summoned for the mission briefing. I apologize for holding off on that info, but my higher-ups want to be sure we're ready to bounce the moment we're up to speed. No offense, Sonia.
Bite me, CABRERA. But I agree. That's pretty reasonable. I'd hate to imagine the possibility. But definitely, I think they are trying to keep this mission sealed from many rats likely among us as possible.
You could afford to have a little more faith in us? The possibility of something like that happening is so small that it shouldn't be a problem.
So small is not zero, just to let you know. I'd rather be on top of whatever or whoever we're up against.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Come on, Max, you know he's a bit of a worrywart for these kinds of things. Or did you forget that already from our old adventures?
No, I remember now. I'll double check with the higher-ups to see if they could take a double whiff of the scent of the place.
Much appreciated. Now, if you don't mind, I need to rest in my room for the remainder of the day. Since being in the wheelchair, my legs aren't exactly used to walking.
I get that. Need a handsome nurse to give you a sponge bath?
Walk away, CABRERA.
Spoil sport. Catch you on the flip side, Wiz.
See you then, baby. After about a few more weeks of physical therapy, I was cleared for active duty with supervision from my fellow agents. With that, we received a briefing from Max's higher-ups, who were heading the operation.
All right, you three, listen up. This is a very tight-lipped op we will be running from here on out. It is important you keep this under wraps to the best of your ability. If any of you don't like it, you can stand up and leave. Well, not that I would expect any of you to leave with the track record you have. If you would be so kind.
Well, isn't he a handsome one?
At that moment, I knew he was joking, because the portrait staring back at us was a face only a mother could love. Scars all over, a black eye patch over his left eye that I could only assume was missing, and a bushy beard complete with a receding hairline. I'm not sure if he was intending to look suspicious, but signs pointed to a definite maybe.
This fellow is Gunter Peterson, a man synonymous with the most high-profit drug trades in the United States and Canada. He has been a thorn in our side for a very long time, and has been responsible for many deaths for law enforcement on both sides of the border. The U.S. President thinks it's about time to bring him in for good, and we decided to call upon you three to see this done.
I see. Is there any particular reason this is the time to strike?
Apparently, he is not content with just his criminal enterprises in North America. It seems he wants to encroach on Australia as well. Our side thinks it's to have a stepping point for his drugs and illegal goods from here to be exported into Asian markets.
Cut the link now, and his criminal empire is contented and possibly be put down if we know where to strike. Sound plan, in my humble opinion.
Exactly. Which is why your mission is to pinpoint his location, as well as his depots preparing to ship to Australia. Peterson is a sloppy one, though, so I would count on him catching wind of us finding him somehow. But while he can track our law enforcement efforts, I'd say he would have a harder time pinning a small force like you three down.
This is all good, Chief. But do you have any idea where to start looking for him? Searching through all of the US and Canada for him is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Fortunately for you three, I do have a starting point, but you will need to go undercover. Peterson is very finicky with people he doesn't know, so he has many barriers between him and the outside.
And what would that entail exactly?
You will be hired on as bounty hunters to heed his wishes. You will be given fake IDs and documentation to boost your credibility with him.
I'm not so sure about this one. Are you okay with us possibly breaking the law?
I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but I am not asking you to be murderers. Bounty hunters can differ in their methods, so just work in a way that works best for you three. Also, our hands are tied with trying to bail you guys out of a tight spot. Doing so would alert Peterson, so be careful not trying to get yourselves caught.
You're not serious, right? I thought we were drinking buddies, comrades in arms. Are you really sure you're okay with this?
Kid, I wouldn't be asking this much from you all if I didn't think you could handle it. Also, this is work now. You know what they say when shit goes down at a job, right?
Just business, nothing personal.
Exactly. And that applies so doubly here.
If it means we gotta get our hands dirty to pull one of the most vile people out of the criminal underworld, you can count me in.
As do I, despite my initial doubts. You won't be hearing a word out of me about this now.
Look at that. Your fellow agents are ready to do what they have to do. Are you following as well, or are you too afraid to do what needs to be done?
Damn it, Chief. You really know how to twist the knife in deep. Fine, I'm in.
Good to hear. With that, take these. You have one night to pack your bags and scram to San Diego. Don't keep our mole on the inside waiting, or his head is on your shoulders.
Right. Seriously? Is 3 shots of Jaeger too much to ask for, man? I'm really suffering out here.
Perhaps you can ease your suffering in less destructive ways.
Yeah? Like how?
You can start by explaining why you had the most negative reaction to us pretending to be bounty hunters.
I don't tell many people about it. Did I tell you guys about it? Not sure if I did.
I believe this is the first time we've heard of it. Seems there's a sad, heroic backstory Sonia and I don't know of.
Well, before I got into the force, I was a real mean punk on the streets. The kind that the police would put respect on when pursuing them.
Really? I had an inkling that would have been the case. So, what happened then? What got you on the right side of the law?
I was finally caught and interrogated by a young officer who would later become my boss. I don't know what he saw in me. But apparently there was a debonair secret agent underneath the rough-around edges of a street punk.
I'm guessing that getting your hands dirty this way, you'll be seeing some less than savory characters from your past life.
Yeah. Not only just that, some of these guys have serious dirt on me. And if I rub them the wrong way, chances are they will rat me out. And by proxy, us out to Peterson. That would really stir the pot in the worst way.
Well, let's at least try our best to stay out of their way. And if push comes to shove, we retreat and regroup, like we always do.
For what it's worth, you also have us. You don't have to face your past alone.
Thanks, you two. Now, could you do me a solid and volunteer one of your shot glasses for
Tomorrow, we have an early flight to catch. I'm not dragging your hungover ass to the airport. Get your head in the game, starting now, or you show us that the US Secret Service doesn't have the discipline to keep up with us.
Since when did you learn to twist a knife like that?
Nothing personal. Just business. Little did we know at the time, but the operation we were about to partake was going to be a big test on all of us and have a powerful domino effect for the criminal underworld we were about to venture into. Fortunately, though, I couldn't have asked for better help to get this job done.